Hey boys and girls, how's it going? I've got a 1v1 between the Viper and Say My Name, otherwise known as Yellow, who is a very good Vietnamese player. Loves to trush, loves to do weird stuff, so I figured I'd cast this game, because why the fuck not? And I also told Viper I was gonna cast it for YouTube in his stream beforehand, and to do something weird, so we'll see if he actually decides to listen to me and do something strange. So, we are playing, or they are playing on Wallow Kingdoms. Looks like Yellow has gotten the Franks. Now, if you're not familiar with the changes to the Franks, from the AOC version, they got a few buffs. One of them was faster foraging speed. Another one was getting the plus... I could look at the tech tree, but whatever. It's like plus 15 or plus 20 HP on their scouts or something like that. So, yeah, 54 HP on their scouts. It's plus 9. Oh my god, it's not even like, it's not even good. They get plus 9 HP on their scout. I'm just watching to see if Viper's going to lose his. Looks like there's a villager body here. I actually just joined in this game, so I don't know if I missed something, but looks like Yellow must have lost his villager trying to get a boar or to a wolf or something over there. Or maybe Viper even came forward and lamed it, I don't know. But he is down one villager. Viper not losing his scout there, so very fortunate for him. Looking at Viper Civ, he does have the Japanese. Very versatile Civ. Especially with a lot of people going into man-at-arms and stuff now. You can see Viper already dropping the barracks down there, sending 2 out to gold, so he is going to be going for that man-at-arms shtick with the Japanese. His gold is a bit weird here. There's 2 oases in this wood line, and that makes the pathing around this gold pretty tricky. He does have a nice wood line here, though. And if he can wall off this hill at the front, he'll have a fairly secure base. There's also the temptation, if he needs to wall over here maybe. And Japanese, 50 wood for mills, lumber camps, and mining camps. So you can always think about milling the deer if he was safe enough to do so. You can see he could theoretically wall off like half the map. It wouldn't be too hard. And what did I say? I said he could mill the deer. No one mills the deer. And he milled the fucking deer, so let's go. I mean, realistically, that's the only hype thing you could be. That's the only thing you could be hype about at 9:48 or 9:40 into a game or whatever we are. Barracks coming down for Yellow or Say My Name. I'm just gonna. This is confusing though, because Viper is Yellow, and Say My Name's previous name is Yellow. So I'm going to switch Viper to red, and he's going to stay on blue. Viper coming in here with these militia. He's got 4 of them. Man-at-arm upgrade coming in now. Yellow kind of fortunate that he didn't get this barracks denied, and Viper didn't just walk around with maybe like the scout or these militia here and deny this from going down. But it's still a pain in the ass for him. He's going to have to run away. He can't finish this forward wall here. Has to drop a stable, which isn't that surprising with the Franks, near his berries, which is not what he had planned initially, I bet. Viper running through with the scout, figuring that Yellow can't garrison fast enough, and he's going to go get some information. So now he sees Yellow's wood line. If we go to Viper's point of view, he's going to kind of explore here. He sees the wood line, which he only saw one of before. He's going to come over here. He just assumes it's walled at the moment, but figuring out that it isn't. Might actually opt to try and kill that stable. You see he's got a spearman coming forward as well. You'll see this happen in a lot of games now, where players are going man-at-arms and a spearman just in case. Whether to deal with the initial scout or to deal with, like this right now from a Franks player, the stable that's come down. This means that those scouts can't really engage with these men-at-arms with this spearman here. Blue doing the smart thing though. Dropping a house here. Viper could commit through. But if blue is fast enough with the quick walls, then Viper will get punished by this TC. So he's just going to opt to put a lot of pressure here on yellow. On the forward side, you see that wall almost going down. Forced a tower down from yellow as well, because yellow really didn't want him to push in through this way. And yellow actually doing the correct thing here. He knows he can't engage with this army here with the scouts. So he's going to go forward and see what he can see. He spotted the villagers on the deer, but he couldn't do anything about it because there was 3 spearmen there. Remember, Japanese infantry attack faster, so those spearmen are more deadly than usual. And now he's going to get in on this wood line. Viper with a great quick wall there. Putting the house down just fast enough. And is he going to do it again? No. He's actually going to get a villager killed here. He might get 3 more vills killed here if he's not careful. Second vill going down. His push at the front is still stalling out. And yellow has picked off 3 villagers already. So the vill losses are 3-1, and remember that one villager really hurt yellow because he did lose it in the Dark Age. Viper finally in over on this side, but he's going to run right into the TC. Yellow, I saw a skirmisher coming out there from him. That is the correct response when you aren't on gold already to counter men-at-arms. This mining camp, is there a hole there? Okay, thank God there's a hole on the other side. It's actually 1 tile up. It looked like it was a terrible mining camp, but he knows better than I do. Skirmishers coming out from yellow now. Viper will have trouble pushing this. Maybe he will opt to go around this side. Maybe he'll opt to come forward with some sort of tower push or something. Or maybe he just wants to explore the map with this army because there's really not too much he can be doing with it right now. Look at his resources. It's looking pretty good for him. I mean, he had 500 food before he clicked wheelbarrow. So once that's done, he'll be pretty close to clicking up to Castle Age. Yellow's resources very stretched. Scouts and the skirmishers going to cost a lot of food. Doesn't have enough farms yet to really get that eco going to where he can click up to Castle Age. Also just went out to the gold, so might be a bit of an issue for him. And you see how paranoid yellow is here? He's assuming some sort of archers or feudal pressure looping around this side because Viper is showing himself on this side. So he had those skirmishers sitting there. He's going to figure out soon that there's no pressure to be had. And he's going to go forward with these scouts again to try and pick off some more villagers. He's done a really great job with these scouts. Like, a lot of players would have kept the scouts back here, would have defended with them or tried to defend with them, even though it would have been really hard. And instead, he came forward. Viper almost got punished for this mill, was forced to make like 5 spearmen at home, which is never what you want to do against 5 scouts. And he also picked off 3 villagers, so very great decision from him to go forward. Unfortunately for him, I think there's a hole here. Oh, that house didn't get finished. Didn't even get started. And yellow now going to lose at least the 1 villager. Maybe another one. I don't know. He is coming forward with these skirmishers, though, and a couple archers. Looks like Viper forgot the blacksmith. He was going to click up. Didn't have the second building. He had the stable down. Did not have that second building, so not such an impressive game from the Viper yet. Making mistakes. Making a lot of mistakes, which is usually something you don't see from him. And yellow making some good decisions here. You see Viper's man-at-arm army clearing up 1 more villager. That was a bit of miss micro there from yellow. Also getting some hits on the archers, so he's still getting value from that and denying the gold from yellow as well. Yellow at 33 gold, not clicking up to Castle Age anytime soon. I don't think Viper knows how much damage he just did there with those men-at-arms. And yellow, can he pick off this guy? Can he see this guy? It's 1 hit. He's going for it. Go! Go! No! He saw it, he was going for it, but it just... the pathing was fucked there. So he couldn't get that in the end. Viper making some scouts to fight off these skirmishers. Didn't really like that feudal pressure coming down from yellow at the front side of his wood line. So, and he is going to transition into, looks like knights, because he did get bloodlines, the armor, and now he's getting forging. So, I guess he figured you might as well make scouts in the interim to just push this back a little bit so he could stay safe at home. Yellow choosing to engage against this, not a great decision. I mean, if he had looked at the upgrades from Viper, he kind of would have known that he was going to lose his whole army here. I mean, he killed one scout and a couple spearmen. Not worth losing that mass. The numbers was the only advantage you had at this point in terms of military, so I don't know if that's the greatest decision ever. But, like I said, I said he didn't notice the upgrades, but I think he has, because he's making another barracks. He's already got this one producing spearmen. He's on the way to Castle Age. Looks like he's going full into pikemen to combat this. I think he wanted to put some serious pressure down on Viper in the Feudal Age after he saw he picked off those villagers. Because usually the Franks, I mean, if you can get away with it, you're usually trying to go scouts into Castle Age, into Knights. But he couldn't get away with it, so he decided he wanted to go forward with those range units, which you're not really going to use in Castle Age as Franks. Because let's say you build up an army of crossbows or skirmishers, you're not going to get Bracer in Imperial Age, so there's no real synergy there advancing to the next age. So, saying all that, be interested to see what he transitions into, because he's still making archers, so maybe crossbows to deal with the pikes from Viper, and pikes to deal with the knights from Viper as well, like a full counter army to whatever Viper is producing. Pikemen coming in. And knights coming out as well. Is he still producing archers? He is not. He has plenty of resources in the bank. Plenty of resources for those upgrades. The upgrades will give us an indication of what he's going for. Okay, he's going for knights. Just like I thought. It's pretty weird to see a Franks player go upgrade full crossbows. Then again, it's pretty weird to see this many pikes on the board, so maybe the crossbows would be a good solution. Forward Siege Workshop coming down from Viper. If Yellow sees this, that's a lot of information there. Yep, he sees it now. And he's probably, while the battles are being fought, he's going to be running around with 1 or 2 knights. Just like this, hoping to pick off a mangonel somewhere. So seeing that was very, very important for Yellow. He's not going to be surprised now when the mangonel comes out of nowhere. Can I just say, Viper, not making good on his promise. Not making good on his promise. Well, I never actually, I guess he never technically promised me. But anyway, Yellow, gonna be into this wood line again. Viper has his whole army concentrated at the front here. Looks like he wants to fight everything here. Wants to push everything through the middle. And Yellow is more interested in maybe sneaking some villager picks in Viper's base. Viper with the 3rd TC coming down. Yellow, only 2 TCs, maybe a 3rd one coming down soon. He is sneaking around the right side as he's distracting Viper on this side as well. And Viper still with the army in the front. Unfortunately for him, Pikeman Mangonel can't really push that far into this area. It's a very defensible area for Yellow. So Viper's going to have some issues here. He's going to be running around chasing Yellow's units for a while. and I don't really think he's going to be able to reciprocate anytime soon. So he's still chasing those knights, still garrisoning villagers, idling his eco, and trying to get back here with a couple monks and a mangonel. And he's kind of just reacting to everything Yellow's doing here. So if Yellow can keep this up, that's good for him. If he loses all this very, very quickly, that's extremely bad, because then Viper can focus his entire attention on Yellow's base. Viper now trying to go forward, but like I said, super tough spot to push forward to. He's even brought the wolves into play. And that attack round missed everything. I was looking at the HP, so did this one! Viper, what are you doing, man? You gotta hit them with the attack rounds, bro. You gotta hit them. Alright, chain barding armor coming in from Viper. That'll give +2 to the knights. The monks are coming in as well. Probably wants to convert couple pikemen, but it's so risky to bring the knights in here because it's such a costly unit, and like if you bring them in against crossbows, if you get a pikeman and lose your monk, not really worth it at all. Same with Yellow coming in here with these knights. Like I was talking about attack rounds, that was a beastly attack round. Yellow coming in here with these knights, and Viper's gonna lose at least one mangonel. I thought he was going to lose both of them, so he actually got away from that quite well. If Yellow doesn't see this mangonel here, no, he does not. And Yellow's coming forward as well, but he doesn't notice these pikemen. Yellow, what are you doing, bro? One monk down from Viper, coming back with these knights to fight this. Pikemen got a lot of free hits there when Yellow was coming forward. Looks like a misclick to just attack that siege workshop as the mangonel was dying. So looking at the vill counts, not too far behind. Decent game from both players. There's been mistakes on both sides, but it's been fairly interesting. Nice unit composition going on here. We've got knights, crossbows, pikemen from Yellow, and mangonels as well. And we've got knights, pikemen, mangonels, monks from Viper. So very, very interesting. And he's on stone. Remember, Franks get the cheap castles. I don't know if he's waiting for 650 stone. I mean, Franks get castles for like bargain bin prices, like 488. Or is he just waiting for, a mangonel or enough army? He's going all in. Look at the military counts right now, 28-9. If he manages to get a castle somewhere in the middle here, oh my god, that is the ballsiest castle of all time. Let's go, Yellow. I really hope this gets down right underneath the siege workshop, right near a hill where a watchtower from Viper is going down currently. At the bottom side of a hill, he's going to try and drop this castle. This is a beautiful thing. Viper, does he have a mangonel coming out right now? He does not. He has knights looping around. But that's not going to be able to stop that. Viper is not going to be able to stop this castle. And Yellow is soon going to have enough stone for another castle if he stays on there. Remember, only 488 for the Franks. 488, but Viper's response to this is to make a castle of his own and go up to Imperial Age. So he is going to win the Treb War, if there is one, presumably, because he's going to be in Imperial Age at least twice as fast as Yellow. Let's see. Yellow's resources, has the gold almost, needs the food. Needs the food, needs to use these villagers in this. They aren't really doing anything garrison in here. Is he having any raids in Viper's base? You see the knights coming in, not finding any villager picks. Viper coming out this side to the right with some villagers. Maybe looking for some gold. Maybe going to set up some stables so he can raid Yellow's base. There's no exactly where Yellow is open, which is on this side, so that is a possibility. There we go. Who needs units to raid, right? Who needs units to raid when you can just raid with your forward castle, killing 5 villagers there. Yasuma tech coming in from Viper too, which gives, if I remember correctly, the watchtowers extra arrows for the Japanese. Watchtower, guard tower keeps extra arrows. Yellow, still raiding. He is in front with the villager count. Viper trying to drop a watchtower here. That's going to be denied, and these are going to be idled. These are going to be idled. I think we're seeing the funky strats coming in here. We got Yasuma towers coming down, and I think he may have treadmill crane as well. I can't remember if Japanese get it in the expansions or not. But that tower is getting built quite fast, and that tower is going to be in a war with the tower from Yellow. Viper getting the guard tower upgrade to secure some map control. Yellow with a ram coming forward. He's also on the way to Imperial Age, by the way. And getting skill guarding armor as well. So maybe he's going to start thinking about going into Cavalier or Light Cav for raiding. Speaking of raiding, he is doing a really good job at the backside here with these crossbows and pikemen. Viper still only with 2 army. Seems to be relying completely on these towers. Maybe maybe waiting for the resources to keep, but look at his resources. It's so brutal. He's getting bracer now. 200 food, 130 gold. Gonna try and take out this castle. I think he's gonna get it. Getting arrow slits now, so those towers are getting to beast mode. Beast mode level pretty quickly here. Look at this army. Can't even approach this 7+5 tower with units garrison inside of it. What? Yellow? Megan Rams? Rams are good against towers, right? Rams are good against towers. They're not good against Samurai, which is the counter coming out from Viper right now. But just looking at the map right now, I think Yellow is in a better position. Obviously, Viper sacrificed a lot to get all these upgrades for the towers. And the towers are going to prevent Yellow from raiding him. So if he could push out with Trebs or maybe get his Samurai upgraded, he should be okay. But Yellow is just in such a better position here. You see he's getting chemistry. He's got 6 archer ranges now, so probably hand cannons, rams, and maybe even some cavaliers mixed in there. And what is Viper coming forward to do? More guard towers, okay. The hand cannons will not do very well against the guard towers at all. And speaking of not doing well against the guard towers, I'd say that's not great, right? Doesn't look great. You see Yellow over here exploring the map with rams. This is how you gain map control, kids. With rams. All out of stone now. What is his gold situation looking like? He's got a gold over here. He's got 1 over here. Looks like all those villagers from Viper died, the ones that came forward. He's making bombard cannons. I don't know if I... This is gonna be hard to stop if he lets this go on for very much longer. Yellow needs some serious siege out here, and he needs to start picking off towers one by one. He also needs some units that can tank arrow fire, which these cannot. These hand cannons. So if you wanna defend your rams underneath the towers from the samurai, the hand cannons can't even get close. Speaking of getting close, here comes Viper coming on in, trying to get through this house. I bet you he wanted to research sappers, but sappers is like low-key one of the most overpriced techs in the game. It's like, I think it's like 300 food, 600 gold. Like it's retarded how expensive it is. Speaking of expensive, this is an expensive loss for Viper. Losing both of these traps for basically free. Is he even going to get a bomber cannon? No. Also losing a mangonel here. Trying to drop the towers on this side. What she's going to do is secure some map control. I mean, yellow can't take this relic. Villager count is almost even now. Yellow only 3 ahead. Viper, this is how you deny buildings, right? With Japanese Yasuma towers. That's how you do it. The capped ram in now from yellow. It's a great decision. I mean, it just tanks so much damage from the towers. And with the bombard cannons behind, that's really good. Has to make sure he's got hand cannons to support his bombard cannons, though. Can't afford to lose them to the samurai. Not for free, anyway. And Viper might be targeting these. No, he's not. Yellow, why are you attacking the Vil, bro? Attack the mangonel. Why are you attacking the Vil? Bro! He just lost the bombard cannon for free. This is what I said he shouldn't do, and now he's killing his own ram. No. No! That was all a ploy. He just wanted to kill the rams so the hand cannons would come out. Viper pushing forward on this side as well. Making more towers to secure map control, but castles greater than towers. And I guess villagers greater than rams as well. Looks like I've got to pause. Making sure my internet connection didn't cut out. Definitely have a pause. So, let's take this moment to look around the map. Okay, we took the moment. We took the moment. No! Viper sees this. He knows he can't drop those towers. He's going to drop towers over here near the wood line. Denying all of the map that he can, all of the resources. Yellow sending out rams, sending out hand cannons. He's got to be careful with his hand cannons, man. He's losing his bombard cannons to the trebuchets as well. Like, at this point, you put the hand cannons on stand ground. I know RM players love to have their shit on aggressive, which is retarded, if you ask me. But if you have range units at this point in the game, you keep that shit on stand ground. Because you're just running into towers all over the place. This is really smart from Viper coming over here with the towers. Obviously, this is what he was talking about when I told him to make it good. It's going to deny all these farms. Like, these towers are redonk. They're actually redonk. And if he can hold the push from yellow, he's going to win through map control. But it's if he can hold the push, because yellow's finally gone into a melee unit. And this halberdier is a unit he can spam. The towers are going to kill them, but he can use them to protect his siege until the towers are dead. Also making some trebs. Really great choice. Treb under the castle. Those villagers can't get there to batter it down. Looks like Viper's going to keep pushing in here. He might even go in through here with the towers. And he's going in through here with the towers. Viper balls deep in yellow's base with towers. Yellow forced to drop a castle. It's really lucky those Frank castles are so cheap here. He's killing those forward villagers now. Fill count is still even. Viper, last time I looked, tons of resources. Looks like he's fully committed to the tower strategy. Let's see if it works out. Yellow, fully committed to the tower mop-up strategy. And the counter towers that suck dick strategy. So he's got watchtowers down there trying to batter it down. Not doing any good whatsoever. Viper going into Elite Samurai. Still only has one castle though. He's used all his res for the towers. Used all his stone for the towers. Doesn't have more than one production building. So those Elite Samurai, even though they produce fast, it's only one building, so they're going to be slow. Be fast but slow at the same time, if that makes sense. Viper has come forward with some trebs, though, underneath his towers. Can't really be battered down. Gonna kill this castle from yellow. Yellow still in here with the rams. Looks like Viper's kind of expanded into this area and yellow hasn't come over here yet. Just trying to clean up the towers from Viper in his own base. And maybe secure some map control like on this gold here, which Viper... I mean, like, Viper sees that, right? Why am I on Viper's point of view and he can see this? Is there a tower? Is there like... There's like a tower right here that I'm missing, right? Is this a thing? Look at this. There's the line of sight from this tower. I don't even care about the game. There's the line of sight from this tower. Can't see this shit. Viper is map hacking his way to invisible towers. What the hell? It says there's a red dot here. Is there something I can't see? What? That must be a bug. That must be a spectator bug. Anyway, Viper with Elite Samurai now. Fully upgraded Elite Samurai. Pushing in with the trebs. But the towers now from Viper getting cleared up in yellow's base. So it's just a war right now. It's a war of attrition. Can Viper make more towers than yellow can destroy? And you see still pushed in here. Remember when this was one tower over here? And then 2 towers, and then it was 3 towers, and then it was 4 towers, then it was 5, and then it was 6, and it was almost 7 until it was 7. There was 7.5 towers, and you can see the linear progression where he pushed in. Beautiful thing. Yellow can't afford to leave random lumberjacks around in his base either. He did clear up the trebs there, lost another castle. It's not good. But can't afford to leave random villagers. He's seen what they can do. Viper now coming in with Samurai. Got tons of resources. Yellow's resources. I mean, he's still got gold income coming in over here. Still got wood. But he's losing castles, man. He's losing important map control, important buildings. And it's looking decent for Viper here. Someone needs to come and secure this main gold as well. Those going down as well before the keep does. Relic count, haven't looked at it. 2 relics for Viper, 0 relics for yellow. And yellow is now forced to fighting Samurai with halberdiers. He does have some hand cannons backing him up, so that's a good composition. But these Samurai are going to be so brutal, and they're going to come in here, maybe pick off these rams, which cost yellow a lot of gold to make. Yeah, Viper splitting up his Samurai, going for the rams, and doing the smart thing everywhere. Another keep coming down on a wood line. That's going to be a pain in the ass for yellow. Probably another one coming down over here, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Going to deny another relic. Another potential relic he could take. Going to deny it. And he can't range this villager on this tower, which is brutal. Also, Samurai into the back of yellow's base. I think Viper has this. I think Viper was in a really good position in Castle Age. And then he just took the risk. And started going for those towers. God damn. Yellow just couldn't predict it. Going into the hand cannons. Although it would have been a good play against a meta, like a standard meta choice from Viper. The hand cannons early on just died. Just got demolished by these towers. Like, if he had gone into, like, Cavalier, Paladin, would have been really good, because the towers are strong, but they're not that strong to kill Paladins. You could have just avoided the towers and gone and killed everything else. Because Viper had, like, 2 military at one point, right? But right now, like, it's snowballing out of control, man. Like, everywhere you try and build economy, the guy's got another fucking tower. Like, I remember when this was 1 tower, and then it was 2 towers, and then it was 3 towers. And oh look, he found some more stone. I wonder what he's gonna do with that. Oh, do you remember, guys? Do you remember when this guy was a lumberjack over here, and then he made another tower? And now he's gonna mining camp your gold pile that you can't reach anymore? Do you remember when these villagers were innocent farmers, and then all of a sudden they invaded the country next door and started making fortifications in the farmlands? That was a ridiculous game. That was a really good game, though. So to recap that game, Yellow had a bad start. He lost a villager here. We don't know what happened. I usually start the games like 5 minutes late to avoid the boring Dark Age, whatever. We don't know what happened. Anyway, he had a bad start. Viper comes in with those man-at-arms. Yellow is late because he had a bad start. Viper putting some serious pressure there. Yellow with a great play to come forward with like 5 scouts. Forced Viper into tons of spearmen. Killed like 3 villagers of Viper. And then I think the biggest problem in that game was when Viper idled Yellow's gold. Like, when Viper was going up to Castle Age and Yellow was about to click up, he came in with some man-at-arms, killed a villager, and completely idled him and put him back about a minute and a half. And that gave Viper enough time to do what he did. I mean, he just went into cheap pikemen, a couple mangonels, like 2 knights and a couple monks to defend against everything Yellow was tossing at him, and then onto the Imperial Age. Oh look, 2 little heart pawns. And Japanese Yasumo towers. Also, great castle. That was a ballsy ass castle from Yellow. That was really fun to watch. So yeah, well played from Viper. Well played from Yellow. Bit of a different game there, so yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.